Good morning. Welcome to the Ethan and Lou Show in the I-95 studio. So excited about this morning's show. We'll talk to JJ DeBoss of Street Outlaws from the Discovery Channel. He likes to say wild. Dude is from Memphis, Tennessee, or the Memphis area, right?
Correct.
We got Matt Carey doing the gridiron story, giving us the top, what he believes is the top story from this past NFL weekend. The Raiders won, so that should be the top story every week that they win. It's big news.
That should even be mentioned.
That should be mentioned. And what else we got going on? 2 rounds of live and local, 2 rounds of missed headlines.
I-95, home rock and roll. I-95rock.com. Bob Dylan song, by the way.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix's version of All Along the Watchtower. 6:24 right
Uh-huh.
Monday morning, Ethan and Lewis. We are.
We are them.
Yes.
Welcome to the election-free show.
Right.
We're going to have fun, and if you want to remain angry, go elsewhere.
Yeah, it's, election's over as far as we're concerned.
There's plenty to say if
Yeah.
people want to talk about that, but we don't want to talk about that.
No.
It's party time.
It's party time?
Yeah, we're going to have...
When does that start? Like 6:05?
I began.
Cool. Hey, live and local coming up.
Okay.
Now, you might have no idea. We want to keep you informed.
Mm-hmm.
He said 6:24, mostly sunny 73. Let's get the traffic check taken care of.
Morning, Irene, Marcy, Randy, Krista, Peoples. Welcome. Peoples are checking it. AJ's there. The audio is 13 seconds. It's pretty straightforward. You don't have to switch it over for them. It'll be too much back and forth.
Gotcha.
Mess me up for post-production. That was good.
Well, as we spoke of a little bit, did we speak to a Facebook audience or did we say this?
Instagram.
Small earthquake happened yesterday in Massachusetts. Was felt by many people in Connecticut. Yale University seismologist Maureen Long says this isn't abnormal for New England, as people living in New London, Groton, Danielson, and Enfield all reported feeling the quake.
How many people do you think are going to wake up this morning and pretend, lie and say they felt it?
I don't know. Nobody felt it, as far as I know, in Western Connecticut. It was all in Eastern Connecticut.
But just to be a part of it.
A handful.
Everybody wants to be a part of it.
What? A part of
whatever's going on.
Dude, did you feel the earthquake?
Whatever the hottest thing out is, everybody wants to be a part of it. So if they make a TV that's curved, people will sleep in front of Best Buy for 3 weeks to get it, only to find out that the curved TV thing sucks.
Hey, you know what? If you were around in 1791,
right?
All right, Connecticut got an earthquake in Moodus, Connecticut, which is like in East Haddam, around that area.
Sure.
And this is where the seismic activity happens in Connecticut. You can tell I looked into
Moodus.
In Moodus, that's the name of the town.
Huh.
It was named, Native Americans named it with a different name that I can't pronounce, but it turned out to be Moodus. They thought, back in 1791, the Native Americans thought that it was they didn't know what it was. It was the gods speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
They didn't know how to interpret the information, what was going on around.
Because there were rumbles and things falling off the shelves and whatnot, and that was a sign.
Plus those shelves.
That the gods were at work. You know what I'm
Where
saying?
did they put things?
Yeah.
I always wondered about 1791.
Yeah, did you?
And and time periods like it.
Yeah.
How smelly were people?
Pretty smelly.
Can you imagine?
No.
People had relations, and yet
they stunk.
Fingernails.
I know.
Could you think about the care of fingernails, hair? Yeah. Pits of all different kinds.
Yeah, I don't think body etiquette. I don't think that was in full strength back then. You know what I'm saying?
But I just can't relate. You know, that would be the worst part of going back in time for me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the closed-minded ideals,
It would be the stench of the humans.
just the stench of the people.
Right.
I'd be like, you got to get some deodorant going up in here. And
They
they'd be
have
looking at me
deodorant
like,
back there.
what is this deodorant you speak of? What are you talking
There was
about,
no such
future
word.
man?
There was
And where did you get those pants, future
rub
man?
some goat soap under your armpits or something.
So much. I'd be down at the river every day,
Yeah.
just teaching hygiene classes, you know? And I'd be like, hey, listen,
Teaching hygiene classes.
you know, I'd be inventing razors and stuff.
Right.
Like, ladies, you know, we got to get,
Let's get your act together.
you know, you got the whole forest going on in your
Right.
pants here. Let's figure this out.
Nicely put.
Yeah, how do we get to the bottom of this, the rainforest you got going in your pants?
Can we continue with Live and Local?
Yeah. Is that a deciduous tree, or are you just happy to see me?
You wrote all sorts of jokes for this story.
I didn't write all sorts of
Oh,
jokes. I'm just observing on the fly.
I got
just
you.
thinking about things.
This story didn't make Live and Local, but real quick, restaurateurs around Connecticut.
Restaurateurs?
Restaurateurs.
Restaurateurs. Tours.
Around Connecticut are jumping for joy. They reversed the igloos and greenhouse ban.
Huh. But I thought
but with restrictions. You know what I'm saying?
I thought the greenhouse was a thing, an issue because of ventilation.
Right. Both of them were, but they've agreed with restaurateurs about how they can work with that problem, as opposed to just banning them altogether.
Can I guess as to what they said?
We know what the waiters do.
You just poke holes in it like we're hamsters.
No.
In a
The
shoe pump.
servers, I understand, they can't go into the structure, so they throw the plates.
Oh
in,
yeah, they
you
took
know?
the top off and they just throw the meal
Right.
on. Enjoy yourself.
My scallops are all over the floor.
Just got hit with a butter
You
knife.
want to eat in an igloo? This is what you got to put up with.
Could you throw plastic utensils over? Serving spoon hurt like a mother.
And they moved the time where closing restaurants to 10 o'clock now instead of 9:30. Whoop-de-doo.
Because of the outcry led to a half an hour.
Half an hour, yes.
Man, alive.
Yeah.
It's like going to your parents and being like, this is ridiculous. You know, this is no kind of curfew.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, we'll give you another half hour.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ma.
Yeah, that's weird.
And get out.
Well, we're all going to be walking blindly through this one. They say the next couple months is going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Everything's the worst.
Just like stats are doubling like day after day.
Yeah, but they always tell you it gets worse before it gets better.
Right. Well,
I've been hearing that my whole life. When does it get better?
When exactly does it get better?
Can someone pinpoint for me, when life gets better? And when all this worse stops happening before the better?
I don't. Nobody can tell you that because they don't know.
What does better mean, even?
I just don't know.
Just riding a motorcycle down the highway, disease-free. You know, no diseases on the horizon.
And then pow!
And then a pouch full of cheeseburgers. That, to me, is better.
Yeah. Well, that's So you're not shooting for the high spots and better.
That's
Motorcycle
pretty high to
with
me.
A bunch of cheeseburgers. They're going to get cold because you ride a motorcycle.
It's a good point.
Right. I'm not going to do this S.J. Barrington story. We don't have time, but I can tell you one thing.
Did I put 3 stories in there?
You put 2. We've only done 1.
Oh, wow. Look at us.
So
We
SJ
could add that into the next round of local. I don't know.
Well, I can just tell you real quick. It's for sale. The restaurant's for
Sure.
sale. All right?
Yeah, we'll talk more deeply about it.
I have a blog going. It's been going for a while.
That's where I got the information
Yeah.
from. Good job on that one.
Okay. 6:32. Ethan and Lou.
Yeah.
Mostly sunny, 73. And we'll be back momentarily. Missed headlines about 15 minutes out.
All right. When does it get better? You know? That's what I'd like to know about it. Yeah, the people must have been so smelly back then.
Is that all you can think about?
That's all I can think about. Ever since you said 1791, I was thinking about how smelly people were.
You were thinking about stanking.
And if there's ever been a deterrent for somebody who can be aroused by the wind to be disinterested in relations, Smelliness is it. You go back in time, right? I walk out of the time machine,
Right.
and there's butt naked ladies everywhere, you know, because clothes. Well, I guess they're not everybody was butt naked. They had clothes.
They had clothes.
Yeah, they did. So what am I thinking about? All right, so they got clothes, but the clothes aren't that good. You know, you could see everything. There are no brassieres and such. It's just a burlap piece of whatever, you know? And I'm like, say, you want to get together? And then I get within striking distance, and whew, you know, I'm hit by a wall of funk. And I go, we got to talk about this.
That'll immediately flip the off switch.
Yeah. We got to talk about this. It just so happens I brought a razor with me. What's a razor, you say? You know? And I brought a loofah. That would really, I'm sure they had razors in 1791, but they couldn't have been good.
Yeah.
But a loofah would blow their mind.
Right.
Like, you're going to take this and soap your ass. You know?
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's just food for thought. And these are just the appetizers. Just wait till we
You know
figure
what
out.
happens? If you fill up on appetizers, you're not going to be ready for the main course.
Oh, you know what I'll do sometimes?
What's that?
Is I'll order
4 appetizers?
an appetizer and an appetizer. That's dinner.
Okay.
Because I can't decide between the two of them, and the entrees always suck. They don't always suck, but what's more likely to disappoint you? An appetizer or an entree?
Entree.
Right? So I go for safe bets all the way.
Do you?
I'm like, give me these fried pockets and then these other fried
Right,
pockets. Different dipping sauces for each. But I will mix and mingle.
See, calamari is one of my favorite appetizers.
Yeah, the calamari.
But you can't eat
The
it by
fried calamari.
yourself.
The fried calamari.
Right. You can't eat it by yourself, otherwise you're not going to want dinner. You get a big serving of, the squid, or whatever it is, fish.
Yeah,
You're not hungry anymore.
that's so good.
Because it's pretty much fried.
When it's done right, that's the
Right.
top. That's the top of the pops, my friend. You know.
I mean, you give me a big bowl of, like, split pea with ham soup, I'm not going to be hungry for the main course.
Split pea with ham soup.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
mean,
eat
that's
that?
filling. Oh, I love split pea.
Really?
Oh, God, yes.
What do they? How do they split it?
They take the peas and they split them right there in the kitchen on a wood block,
Yeah.
and they put them in the soup.
Individually, one pea at a time.
Yeah.
Imagine the guy that's got to do that.
Plus, the appetizers now they're double-digit price. You don't get them for $6, $7.
No, they're
anymore.
12, 13, 14,
I've seen
$15.
appetizers, they go up to like $20.
Well, that's because they got to pay the guy to do the split peas
I guess.
individually. He gets to work every day and goes, son of a bitch, this is my life. Where's the tiny knife? Let me get to work.
Yeah.
They got him showing up 7 a.m. Spends all day
So we ordered takeout yesterday
splitting peas.
from Bruno's in New Fairfield. You like to take out dinner?
Yeah.
It's amazing when you're ordering takeout like a dinner, and you can't order a couple of cocktails. How much less the bill is?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
had 3
how.
or 4 cocktails at $12 a hit. You're talking about $72 between 2 people if you get 3 cocktails.
What kind of cocktails do you get?
Well, I mean, I'll get an old fashioned sometimes.
So you're
Sometimes I'll get a
ordering
bourbon.
cocktails. I don't think anybody does that anymore.
Even wine is like now between $9 and $12
Sure.
a glass.
Most people get wine or a beer,
Yeah. Oh, beer's a different ballgame.
but you're ordering cosmopolitans and things.
No, not cosmopolitans.
No.
Old fashioned,
Yeah.
Manhattan, bourbon on ice.
Yeah, nobody orders those things anymore.
Yeah, everybody does.
Everybody does?
Yeah.
When was the last time any of you folks ordered a Manhattan? And tell me how it was. I'd like a review, and I would like the
Because I'm
place.
cultured. Oh, it's I-95, the home of rock. And I-95rock.com, Tom Petty, 637 right now.
Welcome to the show. Just talking
Right.
split pea soup
I'm
on
talking
Facebook Live.
Appetizers and main course, you know what I'm saying?
How they get the poor bastard that's got to split all those peas. It's all day
I know.
with
All day.
with the prep.
Yep.
Tiny knife. It's just miserable.
They have the special split pea knife, which they use.
Tiny knife.
Yeah, it's a tiny knife. Sometimes, it's too awkward. It's too small.
Yeah, what if the guy has big hands? He's frustrated all day.
What are we talking about?
Bitch. He's slamming the tiny knife down,
What are we doing over here?
walking out.
You know what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're spouting conspiracy theories about dining out.
What, are we?
Yeah, because there's no split pea knife. There's no splitting
Oh.
peas with a knife.
It'd be cool if there was.
Yeah. Okay, fascinating stuff. It's 6:38. Let's get some traffic, and that just inches us towards our missed headlines that are
Right.
coming up.
We're squirming and worming. Yeah, Lisa says those are the 1776 drinks. You're getting the same drinks that folks were getting when they were all smelly and such.
Yeah, so I'm not smelly though. So I like to do old school most of the time with my drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think anybody ever had a forest fire in their pants?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Gene, your pants are smoking. So let's talk grooming for a second, carefully here. It's a dangerous game, you know? This body grooming. Maybe let's not talk about it.
Probably a better idea.
Take two. Let's try something different.
Okay.
Call it audible. Omaha, Omaha. Laura, Paul, Rich. But it's just, you're taking a blade, you see, to your most sensitive of
I
areas.
thought we weren't talking about that.
I know.
You can't help it, can you?
I can't help myself.
Do you subject your children to this?
My kids are talking about
to your-
shaving your
to-
genitals?
Yeah.
What kind of animal are you?
What kind of animal are you? That's all you talk about.
This is why I come here.
Oh, I see.
To get all these
'Cause
hideous...
These are the toys you can play with.
Yeah, I get all these hideous ideas out
Right.
over here.
Here we go.
At home, I just go,
Can you
what
not
is
bring it
wrong
up
with
during
you?
the-
All day long. What's wrong with you?
All right, Jay, thanks. 6:40, sports time.
The Giants won 23-20 at Washington. The winless Jets are in the national spotlight tonight at home against the Patriots. Tom Brady picked off 3 times, sacked 3 times. The Bucs get blasted 38-3 by the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Raiders win, take it in the face. And Alex Cora's back. Red Sox announced on Friday they were rehiring their former manager. Cora led the Red Sox to a World Series title in 2018, but was let go by Boston and suspended for all of 2019 for his role in the Astros cheating scandal in 2017. That's your check on sports.
Don't forget our gridiron story coming up at 7:20 this morning with my son Matt Gary.
That's right.
He'll come up with what he thinks is the best football story of the weekend.
Correct.
And then Lou will tell him he's wrong, call him names,
Yeah.
and then we'll be wrapped up.
That's correct. We'll also talk to J.J. DeBoss this morning of
Yes.
Discovery Channel Street Outlaws. This dude is weird and wild. We love him.
All right. Mostly sunny today, 73. Partly sunny tomorrow, 66. And then afternoon rain on Wednesday, 68.
Yeah. All right, so what else is going on? So Bass Pro Shops wants to stick Santa in a glass cube this holiday season, a plexiglass cube, so the kids can go
Santa
view.
being a Bass Pro Shop.
It's a store.
I understand that, but why in a Bass Pro? What is it, a fishing store?
It's outdoor gear, fishing stuff.
Why is Santa there? I thought he was like supposed to
Santa
be
goes
malls
to
and
all
stuff.
the stores.
Oh.
But now they want to put him in a cube to terrify children and traumatize them for life when they walk and see Santa trapped in a glass cube.
Right. All right.
And I just don't see why it's just not worth it,
I hear you.
you see. I mean, the whole Santa visiting thing has never been my favorite. Always had a little creep factor to it. But now it's taken a new turn where there's a live man trapped in a glass cube. And aren't the children going to weep and cry and say, why can't Santa get out of there? He's stuck. So that's a heads-up move by the Bass Pro Shops, folks. Do we have a Bass Pro Shops?
No.
I'm thinking I want
Not
to...
around here.
Man, if I was a person with money, expendable income, one of these folks, I would have all sorts of stuff I don't need in my garage.
Sure.
I'm not a hoarder or anything.
Speaking of things in my garage is missing golf clubs right now.
Yo, you want your golf clubs
Did
back,
you sell
man?
them?
No, I didn't sell them. I do have them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get them out of my trunk, so I will bring them to you soon.
They're still in your goddamn trunk?
Yeah, I'll bring them to you toot sweet.
Yeah, okay.
I look forward to getting those golf clubs out of my
We
trunk.
cleaned the garage yesterday.
You clean the
Cleaning
garage.
with the wife is a whole lot different than cleaning it yourself.
Because she's...
No, you can't. No. You can't put that there. I want all the patio furniture over here.
How
Okay?
many...
And then we'll put the boat stuff over on this wall.
Right.
All right. So everything is together. You know what I'm saying?
Do you throw things out when she's not looking?
Actually, we threw a lot of stuff out. Mostly her idea.
Really?
Yes.
Because amen to that.
Yeah.
Here's my issue. You know, in these unprecedented trying times, folks are in need of things, right?
Right.
And even before these unprecedented and trying times, my wife would say, I'd be like, we could throw that out. And she'd go, okay, I'm going to see if somebody needs it.
Yeah.
Now that is code for, I'm going to stick it in a garbage bag.
Right.
I'm going to put it on the dining room table. It will stay there for 4 months.
Correct.
Every time you walk by it, you'll lift it up and go, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'd be a little more polite about it.
no, so now I have to, I see
Right.
these garbage bags. When she's not around, I dig through them. I go, it's got right in the
Just
garbage.
throw them out.
I know, but people do need them, and I appreciate that she wants to share these gently used
We'll
items.
take it to Goodwill.
I know, that's what she
All you
wants
got
to
to do is go down to, there are 3 or 4 of them around.
So get in the car and go.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. I've had the I-95 van for about a month and a half now.
Right.
In a month and a half, I have now moved furniture 3 times
Why?
because I have the van, and people know it. My dad asked me.
No.
My dad asked me to help him move a couch.
Uh-huh.
I can help my dad, no big deal.
Okay.
But Erica has now twice sent me on runs to change furniture, swap furniture out. Twice.
Swap furniture out.
Although we met the woman that we got this new bed for the kids.
Yeah.
Nice bed. Nice lady.
Okay.
She's a friend of Christine O'Leary's.
Okay.
How about that
That's cool.
for a coincidence?
Mhm.
Huh? But anyway, so I told her the van's going back to the radio station. I'm bringing our van home. And she goes, why? What's the problem? The problem is, every other Saturday, I've been driving
Right.
around like I run a moving company.
Right. Then you've got a part-time job now that
Of
you're not
moving.
getting paid for.
Right.
Of moving stuff because you have a van that you're driving.
And now I told people that I have a van.
Right.
As
And
soon as
the
you...
phone calls will start coming in.
It's just wild.
I know.
And unprecedented times. Some guys in Ireland found a way to go to a bar, even with all of them closed for indoor dining. They bought plane tickets and drank at the airport bar. That's pretty desperate.
Can't you buy booze and take it home?
You could, but what about the camaraderie that you're missing?
Well, that's true.
You know, of sitting down with gents,
Right.
you know, and saying, I hate that shirt. You know, making fun of each other.
Uh-huh.
That's all guys do.
Right.
Ladies, ladies see each other and they're like, oh, they do this whole Terminator 2 analysis of each other's head to toe.
Right.
You look great. You've been working out. Look at those shoes. Look at your hair. If I'm sitting waiting for a friend for a drink, he walks in immediately. But before he sits down, I've insulted him twice.
Well, that's what guys do.
Yeah.
That's how we communicate.
I don't know how you ladies enjoy that positivity, constant positivity. Colette, Sammy, Mark, Marianne, good morning. This is a stack of election stories. Let's skip it. Skip it. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. When are we having Sal on?
What's that?
Sal Cirencioni.
When we have a Sal
Premier
on?
Radio Network. Yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
He hasn't
ceremony.
offered up anything.
What is up with that? Does Sal
I don't
not like
know.
us? Did we say something?
No, I mean, he hasn't offered up the interview.
Well, maybe you message him. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony aired on Saturday. It was virtual, and there were no musical performances. Maybe that's why Sal didn't offer it.
That could be, because that's what we talk about, the musical performances.
But Whitney Houston, the Doobie Brothers, Depeche
Whitney
Mode.
Houston was there?
If you would allow me to finish my
Okay,
sentence.
sorry.
The Doobie Brothers, Depeche Mode, and Notorious B.I.G., 9 Inch Nails were honored by their fellow musicians. Look at that. T-Rex
Good,
was
that's good.
inducted by Ringo Starr. T-Rex? Can one person on here tell me, name one song in addition to Bang a Gong by T-Rex? Go ahead.
Anybody?
There's probably, that was a mistake. There's probably some know-it-all out here who can do it. That doesn't mean they're good. All right? Just because somebody knows 2 to 3 of their songs does not mean T-Rex is good. And I dare 2 people to know more than Bang a Gong.
Can you judge a band on one song?
Yes,
You've
you
heard
can say,
184 million times?
yes, you can say they have one song.
Right.
Judgment over, ruling, not going into the
Yeah,
rock
but
and
they
roll
have
Hall of Fame.
gong in the song. You know, and that's just, no other song has the word gong in it.
So that's, do you want to vote him in on that?
Yes.
I think that's a faulty philosophy.
Well, you can be anything you want it to be, right?
That argument has more holes than Swiss cheese, the Finlandia kind.
Okay.
Do you like the small, what is that, Lorraine Swiss with the small holes?
Or what?
Or the other Swiss with the big holes? The big hole Swiss.
You know what? I have to be in the mood for one of those two at a time.
But you like both?
I'll go both.
Me too. Turns out. Oh, let me tell you what's been going on with me with cheese.
Yeah?
This is an exciting cheese development in my life.
Okay.
So I've been having the stomach issues, right?
Yes.
I was told quite some time ago that cheese may be the center of my stomach issues.
Really?
And hurts me greatly because I am a huge fan of cheese. I'll eat cheese all day.
Yeah.
I know it's not good for you, but neither is drinking 12 Trulies or smoking a pack of
We're going
cigarettes.
to go on the radio here? That's okay?
Okay? Neither is working out until you can't walk,
Right.
you know? So none of the things
It's
I do.
I-95, the home of rock and roll, I95rock.com. You can, Lou in the background talking to our Facebook Live audience.
I should share this with everybody. It's a
Okay.
big development in my life. I'm a big cheese fan. And I've been told a while back, in fact, by a doctor that it's possible that cheese is my issue with my stomach.
Maybe you should back it down a little bit. Jeez.
Yeah, and I've tried that, and that hasn't worked because I love cheese. It's my favorite food group.
Okay.
It's cheese.
It's unfortunate for you.
So Erica brings home this vegan cheese.
Yeah.
Now, from a philosophical standpoint, you know how I feel about vegan anything.
Yeah.
But I'm so desperate to want to have this plan work that I just ignore the fact that it's vegan cheese.
Okay.
And she made me a grilled cheese, and I'm eating it.
With vegan cheese.
Yeah, and I'm trying to convince myself I like it. I'm saying it out loud. I
Right.
like it. I like it.
Okay.
My problems may be solved. And then I had another sandwich with it on there, and it was disgusting. And then, because I eat sandwiches all weekend,
Sure.
for my third sandwich of the weekend, I'm preparing it myself. And what I like to do is peel off a piece of cheese while I'm preparing the sandwich and eat it.
What do you mean peel off a piece of cheese?
So if I'm making a regular sandwich under regular circumstances,
Okay.
I'm using provolone. I take a slice, I
Yeah.
stick it in my mouth while I'm preparing.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time.
So they have this vegan provolone, like taste-alike cheese. So I'm
Sure.
trying, and I stuck it in my mouth. I go, no, that is no good. That's terrible. Let me give it
It's
another.
not
Let me
cheese.
give it another try.
Yeah.
Awful,
Okay.
terrible.
So then what'd you do?
So when she wasn't looking, I made myself a regular cheese sandwich.
All right.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and of course, then the stomach issues kicked in. But I
Yeah.
was delighted.
Yeah, I think it's the fat in the food group.
I don't know what it
shows
is. I love cheese
Uh-huh.
and cigarettes and booze and working out till I can't walk.
Uh-huh. Well, you're not going to be able to walk if you just keep on eating that crap. I shouldn't say crap. I love cheese too.
So what are you supposed to do? Walk around being miserable? What's your
Evidently.
problem? You look great, Lou. Yeah, but I'm miserable. I've been eating vegan cheese. Can't have anything I like.
Right, right. All right, Miss Headline's coming up. Here's your I-95 right now traffic update. Kelly, what's up?
Do you have it? You have Miss Headlines?
Huh? Miss Headlines. I got it. Oh, I got to get New Age here.
Can't have coffee, drink tea. Can't have cheese, eat vegan cheese. It's just awful.
And you're only, what, 41?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm sneaking around, making sandwiches in the dark.
All right, Miss Headlines. It's brought to you by New Age Collision Center, General Motors certified collision repair facility, where service and quality still exist. From a small fender bender, Lou, to big collision repairs. These are the guys to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
We love New Age Collision.
They're located in Brookfield, Connecticut, 203.
I've been thinking about crashing my car
I
just
give
so I
them
can go see him.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's
Smacking it up.
Dream. You can reach New Age Collision 203-546-76.
Later this afternoon, Ethan's just going to hear a loud thud. What happened? Lou drove his car head first into the dumpster for no reason.
7614. You're such an idiot.
Right.
A group of Mexican porn stars.
My favorite.
I've never seen that sentence before. You know.
No?
They're facing charges.
Have you ever typed it?
No. They're facing charges for filming sex scenes in a national park. The National Commission of Protected Natural Areas says Alex Marin, Mia Marin, Giselle Montez, and Yamalath Ramirez filmed the four-way as their boat went down some river in Sumidero Canyon. Most officials have said the incident was an insult to the pride of Chiapas.
Chiapas.
Yeah. But a local tourism official said he hoped the video would boost the area's tourism.
Is that what they hope?
Yeah, in a now deleted tweet, the Marins bragged about being some of the first to take super hot photos there. Yeah.
What's your favorite
Did
kind
you
of...
intentionally not give me the heads up on maybe pre-reading this before?
Oh, it's so hard to read. Between their names and the locations.
Right.
What's your favorite kind of way? Four-way.
Yeah.
You know? What's a better kind of way than four-way? Five-way. What's better than five? Six.
What about one-way?
No, I mean, it's all too much. Above and beyond two people doing it. It's too much.
I know.
But
too much thinking.
I heard they were going to call...
Strategic.
You know what they were going to call it?
What are they going to call
The Yosemites.
it? I like that one
Yeah.
best of all. We got a tattoo and body modification fanatic from Brazil. Just got 2 new additions. What is this?
Husks.
He goes by Orc.
Orc.
Orc, as he goes by, recently spent nearly $500 to get 2 giant fake tusks
Tusks, not husks.
added to his bottom teeth.
Yeah.
This is in addition to the 41-year-old's 8 under-the-skin piercings, split tongue, tattooed eyes, and a body about 80% covered in ink. And the man says, though others may find it weird, he has found his own personal way to happiness. Well, that's good. Good for him.
I mean, look, to say that I don't like attention would be a lie. I think most people do.
Sure.
But to go to these lengths, to destroy your body, what are we talking about here?
Well, look at you. You're going at lengths of storing your stomach with all the cheese you eat. You
With the
love
cheese.
You just gotta
Yeah,
keep
my
eating.
God, man, the cheese. But I don't do that for attention. I do it for love and passion.
That's true.
But, you know, here's the other thing. You know, I noticed on Instagram, these ladies will be half butt naked, you know, on Instagram, showing off their tattoos.
All right.
But their tattoos happen to be on and above and below their cheeks.
Okay.
Is that just because they want to show their cheeks?
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you'll see a
To
lady.
highlight the cheeks.
A lady will take a photograph of a necklace that she just purchased. She's wearing the necklace.
Right.
Has ever, in the history of this, in the history of this incident, has the woman not been showing cleavage? Has a woman ever displayed in this photograph the necklace on top of a turtleneck? I ask you the question.
No.
No.
It's all to highlight the cleavage.
So why don't they know that we know?
Well, because it just highlights it. I mean, it brings it out. It's like
But
another
don't
step
say-
in the showing off of the cleavage.
Don't say, look at this beautiful necklace. But just say, hey, I'm out here, you know, shaking these pineapples, and I'd like you to see them.
Right. I agree with that.
Let's all start saying what stuff is.
Okay. Let's all be honest.
Yeah, I mean, what is this stuff? Are we looking at a necklace?
No.
No. You're lying. I'm staring. Let's just start being honest and staring and shaking.
So you like my necklace? I go, what necklace?
Exactly.
Yeah. Got a 49-year-old guy. His name's Henry. In Largo.
Hank! You don't get names like that anymore.
Right. He's in Largo, Florida.
Florida, you say.
He went to Checkers on Wednesday and was going to order a sandwich, but they told him they were out of lettuce.
Okay. And they only had vegan cheese.
And that made him so upset he started beating up the store. Not the employees, the actual store.
Okay.
He was beating on the windows, screaming when the cops came, and then he refused to identify himself. When they got there, he was arrested for disorderly conduct, resisting an officer without violence. Dude, it's lettuce.
Yeah, and lettuce is the thing that needs to go at fast food places. I will say, no lettuce, please.
Yeah.
The lettuce is brown. It's like
Right.
wet for
Most
some
of the
reason.
time, it's just not fresh lettuce.
They put far too much on there.
Right. To make the sandwich, to beef up the sandwich.
Yeah, but it's bogus.
Right.
You know, it's heinous. Wet, wet giant chunks of lettuce. Remember the time? And I won't say the fast food restaurant because it got me in trouble, and there were other elements of the story that got me in trouble.
Okay.
But I ordered a big burger,
Okay.
and it had sauce on it
Yep.
that I like. It had all the things I like, except
Sure.
it had a buttload of shredded lettuce.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it'd be a good idea, like, you know, man thinking.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this lettuce in the fastest way possible.
You threw it out the window?
No, I held it out the window.
Held it out the window.
You know, took the top bun off and squoze it, you know, by the meat and the bottom bun.
Sure.
Like this, like
Yeah.
pinching one side.
Got you.
Figuring the lettuce would fly off in the wind.
What happened?
I got food all over. Sauce in my eye. It's a stupid idea. It's a man idea.
Yeah.
I didn't think it through at all.
Evidently not. Had your wife been there, she would have gone and told you so.
It's a trial and error situation. This is men, you know.
It's what we do.
I did that, but we don't do it once. We do it 2-3 times before we learn. You go to work. You covered in sauce again? Didn't you learn the first time? Well, I thought I had perfected my method. Well, it turns out you didn't. There is no method for sticking a sandwich out the window to remove lettuce.
Whenever I eat and there's sauce involved, it's like all over my face, and then it's on my clothes. I get yelled at all the time.
Yeah.
But I continue to do it.
Well, I need spaghetti
Yeah. Right.
because I'm twirling,
Uh-huh.
slurping,
Right.
ayoy, all over my shirt.
There you go, the missed headlines and our particular eating habits this morning.
Sure.
At 7 o'clock.
All right, you guys. This has been good. It's been good to have you. I don't know why I say so many words at the end.
I
I
don't
could
know
just
why
say
either.
goodbye. All right, peace.